This is Colorado Matters from CPR News. I'm Ryan Warner. Democrats approved their party platform at this week's convention. There are around 80 references in it to climate. A search of the Republicans' guiding document yields zero mentions of either climate or global warming. One place you're certain to hear about the issue, the nightly forecasts of Denver 7 chief meteorologist Mike Nelson. Now, sometimes that makes him a lightning rod, fitting perhaps for a weatherman. And Mike is back for our regular check-in. Hi, Mike.
Hi, Ryan. Nice to be with you. It's election season, and for my entire television career, I've always had to be a little careful about that because my viewers are from all sides of the political spectrum. But here's what I will say on climate change. I've been doing this, ladies and gentlemen, since the mid 1970s. And at that time, there really was not a partisan issue on this at all. It was just science.
Hmm.
In the 1980s, James Hansen testified before Congress of the climate emergency that we were facing, and virtually everything that he talked about then we're seeing happening now. Maybe not exactly on the time frame, but we're seeing the ice caps melting, the sea levels rising, hurricanes becoming stronger because the ocean temperatures are warmer, droughts are drier, floods are wetter. All of those things happening as the climate warms up. In the 1990s, Nancy Pelosi and John Boehner sat together on a park bench and said, we don't always agree on everything, but we agree we have to do something about our changing climate. And now, in the last 20 years, it has become a partisan issue. And it is not partisan, it is just science. Ladies and gentlemen, you've invited me into your homes for decades, and I always strive to tell you the facts, what's going on. And so when I talk about climate change during my weather reports, I'm telling you what is happening. And I'm trying to not have you believe in climate change, but understand the causes of climate change.
You mentioned James Hansen, who continues to be at Columbia, the climate center there, and indeed gave testimony in the 80s that helped raise awareness of global warming. Do you think you've changed minds with your forecasts or your visits to schools or civic groups? And, I ask you this as you careen towards retirement, Mike.
Well, I have a few more months, Ryan. I'm not retired until December, and I will stay very active in educating people about weather and climate after I retire because I take great optimism in the fact that we can fix this. And we can fix this with technologies that we have right now. We don't have to wait for nuclear fusion to be figured out. Wind and solar, especially utility scale solar, have become so cheap that they are by far the cheapest form of energy. And yes, granted, the sun does not shine in one particular spot 24 hours a day, but it shines on our planet all the time, bringing us vast amounts of energy that if we just capture it and if we can move it from source to need, we can solve this problem right now. And the most important thing is going to be transmission of electricity. As we electrify our society, from the cars to the way that we cook, the way we heat our homes, we can do all of this right now. And the next big project, and I hope we can come together on both parties on this, is to completely reinvent our transmission system across the country, an interstate highway for electricity.
But we've got to be honest about the quality of the discourse around climate on one side of the aisle, or at least at the top of the ticket. I mean, when climate change is evoked, say, by former President Trump, it's in the context of killing birds and whales. When it occurs to me that a far bigger threat to birds and whales is climate change, not alternative energy.
Absolutely. And the fact is that cats kill far more birds than wind turbines.
Well, don't make this political by bringing in cats.
House cats, I'm telling you, it's true. Now, granted, some of it's a different size from sparrows to larger predator birds, but birds of prey. But really, this is a small issue that we can solve by better understanding where to place the the large wind farms and putting them in spots, coloring the blades a little bit different. They've done some research on that. This can all be mitigated to a great extent. And you're right. The pollution, the warming kills far more animals than we're going to see from alternative energy sources. And the fact of the matter is, this is all going to, in the long run, save us a great deal of money. And that long run is not like generational. This is within decades. We can redesign our power utility grid and save all the consumers money.
All right, to our more immediate localized weather. I'm the sort of person, Mike, who checks the weather right before I get dressed in the morning. And recently, when I asked my smart speaker, I'm as prepared for a 90 something degree day as I am cool, wet conditions. I feel like I've been bandied back and forth a bit. What's behind the recent variability?
Monsoon flow brought us that nice little cool pattern that also helped a lot with the rain that we've had recently. And so that's the annual moisture coming up into Colorado from the south. And we call it a monsoon just because it's an annual event that comes in. We see it start in Mexico and Arizona, work its way into Colorado. That hadn't really been going very well in July. We had those searingly hot days, but it finally did kick into a bit of a gear in the earlier part of August. And so that flip-flopped us out of those high 90s and triple digits, although we've had 50 days of 90 or better and 6 days in the triple digits so far this summer. I will qualify that a bit, though. The new weather station that's out where Stapleton Airport used to be, the one that we've just installed out there at Central Park, has not had as many triple digits as they've had out at DIA. And if you think about it, it makes some sense. The clouds build over the mountains and move over the city, and then eventually they get out to DIA, but they get a couple more hours of afternoon heating out there, and of course it gets hotter at that spot.
I'm glad you mentioned particularly sweltering days. You know, the Paralympics begin in Paris Wednesday, and the outlet Climate Central tallied scorching days in the City of Lights then and now. So between 1924 and 33, there were 69 days of highs above 86. Between 2014 and 2023, much more recently, obviously, that same number climbed to 188 scorchers
Wow.
from 69 in the same in a decade period earlier in the century, earlier in the last century. Another study found that cities like Atlanta, which have previously hosted the games, will simply be too hot in the future to host again. And it made me wonder, Mike, how you see our relationship changing with being outdoors.
Well, you think about a city like Paris, a lot of those beautiful old buildings likely not set up for air conditioning. And so in the United States, we're a much younger country, and a lot more of our infrastructure's been built to have air conditioning. People will stay inside more because it's physically dangerous to be outside when temperatures are above 100 degrees, and more so in, say, Atlanta, where they're going to have higher humidity than we have here. We have a bigger concern here when people are out and it's 103 of people having heat stroke and dehydration because you don't even realize you're sweating because your shirt never gets wet. In the Midwest, you pretty much figure out, boy, am I sweating because I am soaking wet.
Wait, why aren't we sweating here so much?
Because the sweat evaporates because
So
the air is so
quickly.
dry.
Right, right. As opposed to a Midwestern, I'm thinking back to
Yeah.
my days in Missouri and Iowa. Oh,
You're
that,
still perspiring here, but you just don't end up wringing wet.
right, right. Okay. Halloween stores, I want to note, have already opened, if you can believe it. Pumpkin spice lattes are out. What does the fall forecast hold?
The current 90-day outlook is more of the same. As my old friend Bill Custer would call that an acronym, he'd say our forecast is MOTS, MOTS,
More
and
of
that
the
was more
same.
of the same. And it is hot and it is dry, warm, dry into the fall. Now, there is a La Nina forming in the Pacific. That is the cooler than average sea surface temperatures near the equator. That's what it looks like will be the dominant force into the winter. And typically, a La Nina winter manifests itself in a northwest to southeast jet stream flow across the United States, which means our storm track will be coming down from the Pacific Northwest into Colorado, which normally favors the northern and central mountains with the best snow. So, good ski season at Steamboat. Summit County looks good. It doesn't as much favor the southwestern parts of the state down toward Durango and
Mhm.
Telluride.
Mhm.
And with a La Nina winter, there can be, with a northwesterly flow, occasionally good Arctic cold fronts that will come through. So we would be looking longer term here, 4 to 5 months out, that we may see a couple of good cold shots and good skiing northern and central mountains.
What does all of this mean, this coming soup, for fall colors?
I think we'll probably have a pretty decent fall color season. We've not as good maybe as last year. We had such plentiful rains last year, and then it kind of dried out just in time for a really good fall color season. But it's only about a month away, and it's one of the most beautiful times of year in Colorado.
Mike, thanks so much for being with us.
Ryan, always a pleasure.